All right, race fan, welcome to New Hampshire Motor Speedway. This is Turnleft TV, and I'm your host, Heath Johnson. Got some happy hour racing league action for you this evening. Chase race number 2 here at New Hampshire, the New Hampshire 5-hour Energy 150. Right now they are in qualification session. Take a look at the track here while we're in qualification. New Hampshire Motor Speedway, just a little over a mile, located outside of Loudon, New Hampshire. 4 turns. Variable banking in the turns at 2 to 7 degrees. Long straightaways. And you're going to have a lot of patience going around these turns because it's really just 2 big, long, sweeping turns. There's really not 4 turns here. It's just long, sweeping turns. You carry a lot of speed into some flat turns. That's what New Hampshire is all about. So a lot of patience. You see some side-by-side action here because it is quite a wide track. Take a look at the current standings here in the chase. Brent Owen sits on top with 42 points. Greg Kirchmayer is in second with 33. John Pfeiffer is third at 26. Ivan Desham is fourth. Paul Brown is fifth. Those guys are actually tied for fourth spot. The schedule for tonight here, we are here at New Hampshire. Race 3 of the round of 16 will be next week at Dover. A short track, 200 laps there at Dover. That'll be a good one. And then we enter Chase round of 12, Charlotte, Talladega, Kansas. In the third round, Martinsville, Texas, and Phoenix. More short track action there. And then the final race at Homestead, Miami. Right now our top qualifier is John Pfeiffer, 28.8 here in the second round of qualifications. Right now following Gary Madu as he makes his laps here at KISS sponsored Chevrolet. Gary's currently sitting fourth on the grid here in qualification round number 2. Now take a look at Paul Brown here. He's again currently tied for 4th in points entering race number 2. We're looking at 150 laps tonight here at Happy Hour Racing League. 5-hour Energy 150 at New Hampshire. Today is the 25th of September. Still some time left here in the qualification session right now, looking at the 20 car. Take a look and see what's coming up here tomorrow night. Turnleft TV will be at the Kansas Motor Speedway with the Ironman Series. Season D, race number 2 at Kansas. Coming up on Wednesday with the Ironman Series. That is a good one, man. You talking about some strategy there with the tire rule. That is the premier series at stockcarsimracing.com right now. All right, we are in the warm-up session. Guys are getting their final instructions. Looks like John Pfeiffer is our top qualifier. Paul Brown second, Brent Owen third, Gary Madu fourth, and Greg Kirchmeier rounds out the top. Take a look at what's coming up on Friday with the Friday Night Bushwhacker Series. High Octane Racing League. They'll be at Dover. 2 40-lap heat races, and the winners of those races determine the front row in the 80-lap points race. So that is coming up on Friday, September the 28th. On Saturday, we'll be at Northside International Raceway. I believe that might be Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. A little Saturday Night Thunder. Fall 2017, race number 2. 40% race distance, fixed setup. I want to invite you to come out and join us here on YouTube, Turnleft TV YouTube channel. Also, you can follow us on Twitter, so whenever a race is uploaded, you can get an immediate update there. Hey, on next Tuesday, I guess this is tomorrow. Boy, I am lost. Tomorrow, Talladega Superspeedway with the Next Level Racing Series. Super 7, race number 2. 76 laps, open setups. That is key there. Scripted weather, also a unique feature of that league. That'll be coming up on Tuesday, the 26th. So come out and join Paul Brown and the gang to stockcarsimracing.com. You want some really super speedway action. You want to come out to join Next Level Racing Series. All right, looks like we're going to do a little restart here in the warm-up session. Take a look at what happened last week here at Happy Hour. They were at Chicagoland for race number 1 in the series, and Brent Owen took the lead late in the race. Qualified 4th, led 53 of 134 laps, and comes away with the victory. Paul Brown finishes in the 2nd position. Greg Kirchmeier is 3rd. John Pfeiffer was 4th, and Ivan Deschamps finished in the 5th position. So congratulations to Brent Owen on his victory last week in the next level, the Happy Hour Racing League. Tell you a little bit about what I have going on tomorrow night. I will be behind the wheel. Ed Palumbo and I will be competing in the Alta Velocidad GT3 series. We're going to be at Dubai tomorrow. That's going to be a tough track. I've been doing a lot of practice laps there, and that is a tough one. So that'll be broadcast, I believe, on Extreme TV through the AVV site. See if we can't. This is going to be all in Portuguese. But you see the XTR there, so that's Extreme TV. That's who actually broadcasts the race. So come out and check them out, and cheer some of your race buddies on, namely myself and Ed Palumbo, representing old Turnleft Motorsports. Oh, there's a good look for Paul Brown. Just taking a look at the track here. Sorry. Just forgot I was broadcasting there for a second.
Attention, drill, roll.
All right, we are basically just in a warm-up session here, waiting on one of the drivers to come in. Sometimes with computers, you get some things like that going on. Watching Gary Madu as he makes his laps here. So it looks like right now we have 7 guys. We will have 8 guys once. Actually, may even have 9. Looking at Robert Martin there and his new paint scheme. I think it says tater or something, tater salad. It's Tartar Farm and something ranch equipment. Looks good. All right, that Terry on the grid is Terry Kelligrew. Try to remember that. All right, here we go. We're getting ready to take the green flag. Looks like John Pfeiffer might be our pole sitter.
I just got 3 things to say. God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen, start your engine!
All right. John Pfeiffer starts in the first position. 46, Brent Owen starts in the second position. In third is the 70 of Paul Brown. In fourth is the 163 of Gary Madu. In fifth is the 20 of Greg Kirchmeier. In sixth is the 49 of Ivan Deschamps. In seventh is the 67 of Henry Leacock. In eighth is the 133 of Robert Martin. And in ninth is the 20 Family Guy Toyota Terry Kelligrew. All right, 150 laps. 150 laps here in race chase race number 2, the Happy Hour Racing League. New Hampshire, flat track, lots of room.
Blue flag, go, go, go!
Here they come. Boogity, boogity, boogity! Let's go racing, you bunch of hot dogs!
That is a late green flag right there. All right, John Pfeiffer down on the low side there. Gets down to a little bit of a lead. Brent Owen up top in the 46 car. Down low, also Paul Brown making a move here as well. Kind of the back of John Pfeiffer's car. You see 46 of Brent Owen up high. Paul Brown down low there. Looks like he's in fourth spot right now. Gary Madu in third. Looking back here in the fifth position, the 20 of Greg Kirchmeier. There on the front of his machine, and Toyota. Flying Spaghetti Monster Toyota. You see there's a little bit of room here to go side by side. It's just really hard to pull off that pass. I think the high line probably works a little bit better, but you gotta have to be careful up there because the car can snap loose and get into the wall. And out of the back of Brent Owen's car at Gary Madu, as Gary really drives that car pretty hard there into the turn. And see if he can't try to find a line that's going to be able to let down the 46 car. So far, the 46 car seems to be holding that line, holding the battle off there, holding off the 63 car. In the fourth position is the 70 of Paul Brown. see they really starting to run different lines. Gary Madu searching for a low line there to see if he can't get something going, and that might hurt him a little bit off the turn. So he's really driving that car into the rear, almost diamonding the corner. Coming low here, Mike drifts that car up and then tries to get back in the throttle. Again, it seems to be hurting him a little bit down the straightaways. You see Paul Brown try to go by here on the high side. Some good hard battling through the 163 and the 70 here on lap 6. Paul Brown takes that spot. So a good battle there last week between the 46 car just ahead and Paul Brown, who we're on board with right now. So our season points leader, our chase points leader, is currently that 46 car that's just ahead there, the Hooters Chevrolet. Right now our race leader is the 33 of John Pfeiffer. Back here at the 20 car of Terry Kelligrew. He is currently running in the 6th position, about 4.5 seconds back. Here with John Pfeiffer, who is right now about a half a second up on 46 car. So far, been really kind of single file. We have not seen a lot of passing. Some guys just have settled in. Back here at the 7th place car, the 49 of Ivan Basham at Wolf Racing Dodge. Just behind him is the 133 of Robert Martin. Into a little battle here, waging right now between the two. The battle we'll need to watch here is the 163 of Gary Madu and the 20 of Greg Kirchmeier. We saw Greg Kirchmeier had gotten alongside of him running inside, but just was not able to pull off that pass. It is tough. It's tough to get around another car here. You almost have to get a fender up on the high side to see if you can't work the high line and force that car down to the midline or the low line. Just not sure right now you're going to be able to pull off the pass on the low side unless they really give you a lot of room and really get out of the throttle. So, and that is essentially a wave bind. And looking out of the back of Gary Madu's car again, Gary way down below that yellow line there, but right now Greg Kirchmeier not quite exploiting that high line. You see, he gets a good run, but is he going to be able to pull off the pass? Again, Gary is now up in that high line and able to use that part of the track, and you see he gains some spot there. He gains a little bit of time, a little bit of gap on the 20 car, but he does make contact with the wall, so that's another concern. Anytime you're up in that high line and you get into that throttle a little bit too soon, you risk getting that car into the wall. Greg Kirchmeier going to try to pull him back in and see if he can't make another run at it. In 3rd position is Paul Brown in the 70, and this is a battle that's heating up right now too. So looking out of the front of Paul Brown's car right now. He is just behind our points leader, 46, is Greg Kirchmeier. He's currently running in the second position. John Pfeiffer in first, out front. Led the whole way so far. Again, these guys are just running consistent lap times. Nose to tail right now. You don't see a lot of movement as Paul Brown does close in. So maybe Paul Brown is thinking about getting that car up to the front. Looking out of the back of John Pfeiffer's car, you see Paul Brown down low trying to make a pass on Brent Owen. Oh, Brent Owen looks like he got into the wall there. So Brent Owen makes contact with the wall. We're going to go back and take a look at this. Paul Brown was making a pass. And then Brent Owen makes some contact with the wall. Not sure if that's enough to really cause any significant damage. Now Paul Brown, by the way, is looking to take the lead here. We're going to take a look at this contact in just a moment. So that's a battle there to try to get the lead. See if we can't take a look at this here. Paul Brown. Yeah, there we go. Brent Owen makes contact with the wall. Got to get to the right car. Brent Owen makes contact with the wall there as Paul Brown goes by. So hopefully not enough to cause any damage. And it looks like Paul Brown is able to take the lead there. Got around on the outside. So again, using that high line as I suggested a little bit earlier that maybe the 20 car think about doing, but he's using that high line. It just goes right on by the 33 car. And at that point, you're going to see Brent Owen also going by here on the high side. So Brent Owen taking that 46 car around on the high side as well. Greg Kirchmeier also going by. Greg Kirchmeier had really battled this 63 car, and Gary Madu had gotten that car just a little bit loose, and the 20 car was able to slip on by there, take over the fourth position. So back up here with our race leader. Paul Brown right now has about a 0.4 of a second lead over second place Brent Owen. Robert Martin has come in for the pits, come in to get service on his car. Right now, guys are kind of spread out here. We got the 70 of Paul Brown in first, followed by the 46 of Brent Owen, who is just about 0.8 of a second back in second. Greg Kirchmeier is 2.3 seconds back in third. In fourth is Terry Kelligrew, 3.6 seconds back. In fifth is the 33 of John Pfeiffer, 6.3 seconds back. In sixth is the 63, the 163 of Gary Madu, 8.6 seconds back. Henry Leacock in the 67 car is 18.9 seconds back. Robert Martin is 1 lap down. In eighth, the first car lap down. In 9th is Ivan Deschamps in that Wolf Racing Dodge, 1 lap down. So right now, a 2-man show. The 70 of Paul Brown, the 46 of Brent Owen. Nose to tail here. See, Brent Owen really does get into that turn very hard, and is going to try to go by on the low side here. Again, take a look at this again. He's really driving this car in deep into the turn and staying on the low side, but then that's not going to help him as he comes off the turn. So it's so hard to make a pass on the low side. You almost have to go up to the high side to be able to pull off that pass, but he's continuing to give that a shot. And you can see as they come off the turn and come down the straightaway, the 70 car has a lot more momentum. He's able to maintain that lead. So now we have a yellow flag. Yellow flag here on lap 27 as we start lap 28. Looks like the 163 just got a little bit loose and then snapped that car around, and ooh, my heavens, makes a contact there to the left side. So the 163, Next Level Racing, KISS-sponsored Chevrolet. Gary Nadeau is making a pit stop here. I think the 133 of Robert Martin might be the lucky dog.
Will be open this time for lead lap cars. Pit road will be open this time.
See, the leaders are making pit stops here. So 70 of Paul Brown making a pit stop. 46 of Brent Owen. 20 of Greg Kirchmeier. Now, Ivan Deschamps showing that he may have spun here. We'll take a look and see what's happened to him. Looks like he was trying to slow that car up and spins it around. Jump in his cockpit view here. Yeah, it looks like he was just lost the back end of that car coming around the turn. Coming up on Wednesday over at stockcarsimracing.com, the Ironman Racing Series, race number 2 in their Season D, 2017 Season D, right here on Turnleft TV.
It'll be 1 to go this time by.
So come out and give those guys a look on Wednesday. Looks like John Pfeiffer is going to take the wave around. .70 Paul Brown is shown as our race leader. Brent Owen down on the low side. 20 of Terry Kelligrew up high. 20 Greg Kirchmeier is in third on the low line, I believe. Here he is.
Green flag, go, go, go!
All right, Paul Brown on the outside line. We'll see with fresh tires if that inside line is able to work. I just don't think it's going to be able to. It looks like the 70 car pulls out to a little bit of the lead. The 46 car is in second. Looking out of the back of Paul Brown's car at the 46. I'm getting some word that the 49 car might have gone off track here. We'll take a look at this. Again, he spun and then gets straight into the wall, head first into the wall, or nose first into the wall. So that's going to be a lot of damage there on the 49. 70 Paul Brown, our race leader, about 0.6 of a second lead right now over second place Brent Owen, but Brent able to close the gap right there. Is he going to pay the price here coming down the straightaway? Not so much, so about 0.3 of a second looks like. Greg Kirchmeier is in second, so Brent Owen really pushing the envelope here, really pressing the issue. Looking out of the front of Brent Owen's car. That 46 Chevrolet, Hooters Chevrolet, really up on the wheel there and trying a different line, see if he can't get around Paul Brown. Again, see, trying a different line. It's just going to hurt him coming off the turn, I believe, and we're going to see Paul Brown go by on the outside. Again, it's really tough, at least right now here on fresher tires, to be able to pull off the pass like that on the inside. It's probably going to be tough all night long, but nonetheless, extra tough when you're talking about old tires. And also extra tough when you're trying to pull off a pass on Paul Brown. He is a guy that hits his marks, doesn't make a lot of mistakes. And is usually there at the end. So right now the 70 car has about around a half of a second. Oh, we have a yellow flag here. Looks like Terry Kelligrew and Gary Madu might be involved. It looks like the 20 had just gotten in a little bit too hard. Oh my heavens, and the 33 makes contact with him. Now we're going to jump on board here with John Pfeiffer, and this is going to be painful. So just a tough. Oh, and then Gary Madu. This is Gary Madu trying to make it through. Oh, you see that hard contact there. Gary Madu spin and then makes contact with the 33. Man, let's take a look at this again. You see hard contact up here. Boom. What a tough break. Take a look at this is John Pfeiffer looking at the trackside camera, and he's just not going to make it through this. Just a crunch right there on the front end, and then 63 and the 33 making contact. This is the 20 trying to get his car around after the damage. And then as he comes in, you see he is speeding down pit lane and then tries to get on the brakes and makes a little contact with the 133. So Paul Brown having some extended work done. Perhaps he had to make a pit stop. One of Greg Kirchmeier is Greg Kirchmeier here taking service, coming out on the track. He is currently in third. Our race leader is Brent Owen. Terry Kellegro is shown in the second position. In third is Greg Kirchmeier in that 20 car. You see Terry Kellegro coming off track and making a pit stop.
It'll be one to go this time, bud.
John Pfeiffer pitting his car. You know, he was unfortunately just on the receiving end. He was trying to get through there, and 20 car had slid back across the track, and he just really had nowhere to go, but probably has a lot of front end damage to that car. Now looking at the 49 of Ivan Deschamps, he is currently in the fourth position. All right, Paul Brown is in seventh position. He's going to start on the outside line, and he is the first car a lap down. So he's definitely wanting to at least get his lap back the old-fashioned way. He wants to get around the 46 car, get his car out front. Brent Owen, our race leader. And if there is a yellow flag, then the 70 will get a drive all the way around. 46 of Brent Owen in first. The 20 of Greg Kirchmeier in second. Ivan Deschamps in the 49. Excuse me, Robert Martin is shown in the third position. Take a look at this battle here between the 133 and the 49. There's your yellow flag. So the 133 just snaps that car around and makes some more contact there with the wall. Looks like he's just getting in, gets in quite hard there, and then you know, he's had a lot of damage to that car, so and then car makes contact with the wall there. Oh man, that was some near miss there.
Pit road will be open this time for lead lap cars.
Let's take a look at what happened on this incident. This is under yellow. I don't know if he... 133 here coming around, just carrying a lot of speed, and then he gets on the binders hard. I don't know if he gets into the back of the 20 car. So I'm not sure if the 20 car got any contact on that, but not indicating anything on the radio. Definitely interesting turn of events there.
Pit road will
Ivan Deschamps is shown as our race leader. I think he's going to be making a pit stop here. The 46 of Brent Owen will now take over the lead. Greg Kirchmeier is second. Paul Brown, so you got that lap back, and now on the lead lap, and that may spell some interesting news. Well, I don't want to say trouble, because these guys are all solid racers. You got a guy who has a lot of wins under his belt. He had him sort of trapped a lap down, and now he is back on the lead lap. All right, looks like
be one to go. This
Brent
time.
Owen is going to take the high line here on the restart. I think he's figured out that high line is the place to be. 20 of Greg Kirchmeier is down low. .70 car of Paul Brown, third, is low. Ivan Deschamps, fourth, up high.
Green flag, go, go, go!
All right, Brent Owen off to a good start here on the outside line. Greg Kirchmeier down low in second position. Out of the front of Greg Kirchmeier's machine, you see the 33 John Pfeiffer up high. John is currently one lap down. There is no doubt he is wanting to get that lap back. Brent Owen in the 46 going to let the 33 go by. And the 33 of John Pfeiffer gets his lap back. Now just wants a caution flag so he can get that car all the way around. So right now 46 Brent Owen is our race leader. Paul Brown in second. You see Paul Brown going to go right up to the high side and be able to go around the 46 car. Greg Kirchmeier going to follow him through. And Brent Owen fighting that on that low side, and at some point I think he's going to have to realize he's going to need to come up to the high side. So Paul Brown, who was just a lap down about 10 laps ago, has now gotten back on the lead lap and is leading the race. The 133 car right now is working here in 5th position. Ivan Deschamps working on the back of Greg Kirchmeier. Here with Greg Kirchmeier in the 3rd position. The number 20 Toyota Camry. He's 2nd in points right now. Wants to have a good night here. He definitely wants to finish ahead of Brent Owen. Ivan Deschamps makes that pass on Brent Owen here. This is early in the run. 49 was able to get around, following the 20 car there, get around the 46. Brent Owen takes over that 3rd position. Greg Kirchmeier here running in 2nd, has really committed somewhat to running that high line. Realizes that that's probably the fastest way around. So you see him about mid to high right there. Right now dipping down a little bit low through the turns, but
Yellow, yellow, yellow.
looks like we have a caution flag here on lap 57. The 20 car and the 133 get together. So the 20 car gets around the 133 here. I'm going to jump on board here and see that the 133 comes across that nose and gets into the wall. Take a look at this again here. Right now we're on following the 20 car who comes off the turn. You'll see Robert Martin there coming off the straight or the turn and then down the straightaway, and then comes across a little bit over into the front of Terry Kelligrew. Now we got a full range of pit stops happening here, and that's probably the this is probably the caution flag that the 33 car wanted, because he is now going to be on the lead lap. Coming up on Friday with the High Octane Racing League Friday Night Series at StockCarSimRacing.com. Turnleft TV will be bringing you race number 5 from Dover. 240 lap heat races followed by the 80 lap points race there in the Bushwhackers series.
Pit road will be open this time.
.33 of John Pfeiffer bringing his car into the pits. That will relinquish the lead to the 70 of Paul Brown. Greg Kirchmeier is in second. Ivan Deschamps is shown in the third position. Saturday night will be with the High Octane Racing League Saturday Night Thunder. Fall 2017 race number 2 at Northside International Raceway. A little short track action. That's coming up to, on Saturday, September the 30th, right here on Turnleft TV. I want to say thank you for joining us. Don't forget to follow us on YouTube. Get all the races. So you can follow us on Twitter as well at Turnleft TV. On Twitter, you'll get updates about the races. So the 70 of Paul Brown is going to start in the first position. Greg Kirchmeier down low. Paul is taking that high side. Brent Owen's going to be in third. Ivan Deschamps in fourth. Again, I think we're figuring out that the high side is the place to be. Sorry about that.
Green flag, go, go, go!
Trying to do two things at once here. Back to green. That's going to come out well on the replay. Back to green here on lap 62. Paul Brown is our race leader in the 70 car. Greg Kirchmeier in second in the 20. Oh, we got a little bit of contact there between Ivan Deschamps and Greg Kirchmeier. See if we can't take a look at this. The 49 car slides into the 20 car. He does a good job of keeping that car off the wall there. 33 does get into him a little bit. Well, let's take a look at that. From John Pfeiffer's perspective. He's looking out of the front of John Pfeiffer's car as this action unfolds ahead. See John trying to make it through here, and then just a The 20 car just slides up in front of him a little bit. Back up the front with Paul Brown in the 70 car here on lap 65. He has a 1.5 second lead over Ivan Deschamps in the 49 car. In third is 46, Brent Owen. As he is going to get by the 49 car. So 49 giving him away by. Take a look at 49 as he runs into third position now. Looking out of the back of the 49 car as the 133, Robert Martin, who's 2 laps down, tries to make a pass. Ivan Deschamps really working those tires there. He got in pretty hard there. See the 133 now starting to look on the low side, and Ivan Deschamps going to let that 133 car go. You see Ivan Deschamps gets up into the wall there at 20 of Terry Kelligrew. Going to be able to take that position. So the 20 car of Terry Kelligrew going to take advantage of that contact that the 49 car made with the wall. Let's take a look at this. So you see the 39 or the 49 car had made contact there, and now the 20 car is going to be able to get by on the low side. Terry Kelligrew is going to look to try to make this pass. Terry is currently running in the third position. Try to get around the 133 car here. Take a look at Greg Kirchmeier after he's made a little bit of contact there with the 49 car. They got together on that restart, and Greg was pretty lucky to be able to save that car, but undoubtedly has had some tire issues, I'm sure, as a result, flat spot in those tires. But looking to go by here, and we got a yellow flag. Like Terry Kelligrew spins. Take a look and see what happened to him. And he just gets that car, starts to come around on him, and he tries to catch it, and then it just snaps back to the right. See this here. So you see he just starting to spin that car, and he catches it. Make a lot of contact with the wall there, so probably not a lot of damage. Nonetheless, he's going to have some. And back up here with the 70 car of Paul Brown. Brent Owen currently running in the second position. Greg Kirchmeier is third.
Pit road will be open this time.
As I was saying about Greg Kirchmeier, is that he had a little bit of contact with the 49 car. He is currently second in points, so he's wanting to have a good night. certainly, I tell you, he's certainly wanting to finish in front of the 46 car. So you know he wants to make sure that he gains some spots here in the chase. Where are we with the standings right now? Brent Owen has 42 points. Greg Kirchmeier is in second, 33 points. Bandit, so John Pfeiffer, 26 points. Ivan Deschamps and Paul Brown both set at 25 points here in the chase. Where are we going next? Next week we'll be at Dover. Some more 1 mile action. That's like, I always say that Dover is kind of like Bristol on steroids. High banked concrete, 200 laps, high speed. I'm going to tell you that. That is some high speed for that track. 1 mile, monster mile. Coming up next week.
It'll be 1 to go this time, bud.
All right, we have the 1 to go. Our race leader is Paul Brown. Greg Kirchmeier is shown down on the low side in second. I think he might have to do a drive-through. We'll see.
Green flag, go, go, go!
All right, Paul Brown on the outside line here, leading the field on lap 76. Greg Kirchmeier in second, and is saying that he is going to have to come into the pits here. So Greg Kirchmeier going to have to come in and serve a drive-through, I believe. So that's going to be a tough break for Greg. You were just talking about him, you know, wanting to have a good night here, and now he's going to get himself in the hole there. Going to have to do a drive-through at a track like this, so he could lose. Definitely going to lose a lap, I think. He might be able to stay on the lead lap. I doubt it, but we'll see. I know it feels like he's going at a snail's pace. So we're going to take a look out of the front of his car as he comes off pit lane. See if he can't maintain the lead lap. Looks like he's going to be okay. We'll get an idea as he comes by. Again, coming back in. Not sure what's going on with the 20 car, but coming back into the pits, so that is definitely going to put him a lap down. So a tough break for the 20. I don't know if he sped again, and maybe he's got to do a stop and go. So I think he tried to do a drive-through, and in reality, it was a stop and go. So a tough break for Greg Kirchmeier. And I know he is livid right now. So that Toyota Camry, the number 20, Greg Kirchmeier now in 7th, 1 lap down. And really about a lap and a half down. So we'll get an idea of where Greg is relative to the leader. So again, he's at least 1 lap down on the, there goes Greg right now. And then here comes the leader. So he's got, you know, probably a third of a lap on these guys. Tough break for the 20. He's got a lot of time left here. He can bounce back. We're just a little past halfway. 70 Paul Brown is our race leader. Right now has about 0.6 of a second lead over John Pfeiffer. John Pfeiffer's gotten his car back into it. Remember, he made hard contact with Terry Kelligrew through the turn. And looks like he is got that car moving forward here. Looking out of the back of Paul Brown's machine. At the 33 of John Pfeiffer. So John Pfeiffer will want to try to reclaim that lead. Remember, he is our pole sitter. So the 33 is starting to give it a look here on the low side. Can he make that work? We did not see that working very well for the 46 car. Right now we're on board with John Pfeiffer here on lap 85. And here he pedals the gas through the turn. And Paul Brown is really getting off these turns very, very well. You see how conservative he is coming into the turns. He was saving his stuff, and he's really able to get into the throttle, mash that throttle sooner than those guys that are running the low line. You see they're going to try that, man. He is way down there on the apron. Going to try to make that work. I just don't know if it's going to work out for him. You see, he really has to get out of the gas coming off the turn because he doesn't have the right angle. And we got to give it to him. He's giving it a shot there on the low side. No rule in this league about using the apron. In third position is the 46 of Brent Owen. Currently 1.8 seconds back. Get an idea of where these guys are here. We'll look at the compare three drivers feature. The current lap times compared to what his best lap times are. So just about a second slower right now on older tires. Tell you what, a guy who's continuing to push the envelope here, trying to make a run, and he's trying to work that high side now, is John Pfeiffer. You see he's really pedaling that gas. And he might be paying the price here now for running that car so hard into the turn. Having a good night here is that Pittsburgh Steelers Chevrolet Henry Leacock in the 67 car, currently running in the fourth position. He is just 10.1 seconds back. Now really starting to reel in. 9.8 seconds now, so might be trying to reel that group in, front group in. Back up here, the race leader, 70 of Paul Brown. He is currently about half a second lead over the 33, John Pfeiffer. So 33 of John Pfeiffer, indicating that he's got some tire issues. Used up tires, I should say, after really trying to try that low line. Brent Owen currently 2.6 seconds back in the third position. So things are sort of spread out here a little bit. In fourth is the 67 of Henry Leacock. In fifth is the 49 of Ivan Deschamps. In sixth is the 133 of Robert Martin. In seventh is the 20 of Greg Kirschmeyer. See Greg go by there, trying to go by there. The 49 car, Greg right now is one lap down. Remember, Greg had gotten caught, I don't know, I think he was passing under yellow. I'm not sure exactly what it was, but he got a black flag, had sort of a penalty, and he did a drive-through, and he was supposed to do a stop and go, so he had to come back in, serve the correct penalty. So he is currently one lap down. So right now, Paul Brown has roughly around a 2-second lead over John Pfeiffer. Brent Owen is third, Henry Leacock fourth, and Ivan Deschamps in the pits. So Ivan Deschamps is pitting his car here on lap 97. Currently shown in the 5th position. He makes his way back out on the track. Now Brent Owen has reeled in and made a pass here on the 33. So the 46 car saving his stuff. The 33, as we suspected, working that low line, really is starting to pay the price here later in the run. So now can Brent Owen cut into that race lead? He is 1.9 seconds back of the 70 of Paul Brown. Long race, we got a lot to go. See how that lead expands or diminishes, changes I should say, as the run goes on. 70 of Paul Brown, or excuse me, the 49 of Ivan Deschamps goes by the 33 car on the low side. gets into the wall there, so it looks like the 49 car is making a little bit of contact with the wall, probably not enough to do any damage. Now the 33 car is indicating that he's coming into the pits here this lap, so he's probably had enough. He said, hey, I got to get in here and get some tires, so this thing is just almost undrivable. So he's going to be really conservative, make sure he does not speed down pit lane as he takes service. That would be devastating, you know, to pit your car, pit early, and then also get caught speeding. So you would be certainly you're maybe 3 laps down. Tell you what, the second place car, Brent Owen, is all but caught Paul Brown. So he has cut that lead down by about 1.2 seconds, and now it's down to just about a half a second. A little over half a second here. The 46 car is reeling in that 70 car, so we may have a challenge for the lead here very soon. Hear him being really patient as he comes around that turn. He is waiting to get back in that throttle. You hear this. Waiting, and then he's going to get back in that throttle. You just see, man, he's able to turn that corner. We're probably running a little bit low on that time, but again, just patience. Here, able to turn this car and then now get back in the throttle, and he's got a little bit of a fender underneath the 70 car, and he might have enough to be able to pull off the pass this time. So the 46 of Brent Owen, our championship leader, I should say chase leader, here in race number 2. An idea of how this battle is starting to heat up here. Brent Owen able to make a little bit of headway and open up a little bit of a gap. Ivan Deschamps, who is a lap down, may catch these guys. Right now he is getting ready to go around Paul Brown. So Ivan Deschamps is currently 2 laps down. Gets around the 70 car, and now he's going to set his sights up here on the 46 car. Ivan Deschamps on fresher tires, going to try to unlap himself the old-fashioned way, at least get 1 lap back of the 2. Check on our status of our 6th place car, Greg Kirchmeier, who was 2 laps down. See, he is running last lap around a 30.04. In the 5th position is Henry Leacock. He is also 2 laps down. See him really using an apron there, and kind of a different line again through the turn. So he's almost diamonding the turn. So the 67 car has a top 5 right now. He approaches Ivan Deschamps, who is might be for position. So Henry Leacock passing the 49 for position. That 67 car now moves up to 4th. On new tires. Newer tires, I should say. See him kind of pedaling that gas as he comes out of the turn. So Henry Leacock, Pennsylvania native. He said he was somewhere around Pittsburgh, which I think probably explains the paint scheme, the Iron Curtain, Pittsburgh Steelers. Okay, Iron Curtain, that was back in the day. Remember that old Lynn Swan guy, man? That guy was fantastic, huh? Could catch a football. Right now, Henry Leacock has caught the Hooters car, the number 46. And Henry Leacock is 2 laps down. Brent Owen is our race leader, so Henry is trying to get one of his laps back the old-fashioned way. Back down to 1 lap down. See, he makes that pass there here on lap 113. So right now, the 67 car, all business behind the wheel. Able to go around the leader and get one of his laps back. 33 car of John Pfeiffer, currently in 2nd position, and he is the first car 1 lap down. Some of these guys have come into the pits. I think Paul Brown might have come into the pits. John Pfeiffer. Now that 46 car, our race leader, Brent Owen, bringing his car down pit lane here on lap 114. Jump up here with Paul Brown as he works behind John Pfeiffer. Paul Brown currently in the 3rd position. John Pfeiffer and Paul Brown, I suspect, are going to go by Brent Owen. Now we'll take a look out of the front of Brent Owen as he comes off the pits. Just ahead, really not too far back, so just ahead is Paul Brown and John Pfeiffer. Remember that the 46 car has new tires, so he is probably going to be able to close the gap on these guys. So back up here with our race leader, 33, John Pfeiffer. Tell you what, we're going to see if he's learned his lesson about running down there on the low side, because this last run, before these fresh tires, he was really pushing the envelope down on the low side and paid the price late in the run. So now he's got that car back out front. He is, seems to me, keeping that car a little bit higher now. And we'll take a look at John's corner entry, and again he's a little bit higher than what he was. Remember, he was almost down on the apron on the previous run. So he gets out of the gas there. That's going to hurt him a little bit. So he gets out of the gas. Paul Brown is going to get a run here on the inside and maybe be able to take the lead. A good battle here between the 33 and the 70, and it looks like the 70 is going to be able to pull off that pass. Now looking out of the back of Paul Brown. John Pfeiffer back there now being reeled in by Brent Owen. And there goes John coming into the turns quite hard. So a lot of action here right now. 70 of Paul Brown is our race leader. 33 of John Pfeiffer is in 2nd, and the 46 of Brent Owen in 3rd. Henry Leacock is 4th down on that low line. take a look at and see what happened to Brent Owen. I think he had just got really close to the wall. This is a little bit earlier. He got, oh man, he about loses it right there. Just very, very close, trying to go by John Pfeiffer on the low side, and almost loses that car. And what I saw from him is this little move right here that gets him pretty far up into the wall. Let's see if what it looks like here on corner exit. It's not the one that I was thinking of here. It might be coming out here. Yeah, a little bit close there. That's what I saw. It is using all of the track. Back up here with the 70 of Paul Brown. He has a 1.3 second lead over Brent Owen. Here at Henry Leacock is in the 67 car, currently running in the 4th position. Now just 1 lap down. First car lead lap on the, or first car 1 lap down. Now to the front of his car, as on the low side you're going to see the 49 car of Ivan Deschamps. He ducks in there behind. And I suspect he's going to go right on by. He's got fresh tires. And man, he really does drive that car in pretty hard there, and he gets down on the apron. Car we need to be watching here is the 46. Brent Owen, as he has effectively caught Paul Brown, but the problem is you got to pass him. And right now, Paul Brown is up there in that high line, guarding his yard, so to speak. He does not want to give up that position, and he says, hey, you're going to pass me, you're going to have to pass me on the low side. I'm going to maintain my line up here on the high side. And right now, that seems to be working for him. Even though Brent has been able to run him down, at least, this is within 0.3 of a second. He's not able to set up a pass because he's using the low line. Getting some word that maybe John Pfeiffer has had some issues here. John Pfeiffer gets down here into the, gets up into the wall, I believe, after letting the 67 car go by, and just follows the 67 car right there into the wall, makes a little bit of contact, probably hard enough to do some damage. And certainly not going to make the run very much fun. Or I should say, it'll still be fun, but it's going to be less fun. So we know now the 33 car is going to come in, probably get some service done on that car. John Pfeiffer here on lap 129, going to take service on his Chevy. And that might just do him for the rest of the race. Now the 46 car really trying to push the envelope there. Brent Owen. Take a look at this. He just makes a move here on the low side. And again, the 70 of Paul Brown not giving up that high line. Makes that stick. And again, the 46 car cannot seem to get by on the low line. Again, we're on board right now with the 46 car as he tries to make that pass. Again, he's heated those tires up and going to have to drop back here and see if he can't make another run at it. So right now the 70 of Paul Brown is our race leader, holding that high line. The 46, Brent Owen, our season points leader in the chase, is in second, running that low line. So you see him shooting down there to the low line and just not working for him, I do not believe. See that running that low line, he does scrub off some speed coming out of the turn. Right now we're on board with Paul Brown. So good battle in here. We've got 18 laps to go, about 17 and a half laps to go. So we've seen this for a couple weeks now, the 70 of Paul Brown and the 46. Brent Owen battling here late in the race. Just neither one of these guys want to give up an inch. So these guys are right there in each other's zip code, so to speak, in the same zip code. Battling back and forth. You see the 70 working the high line, the 46 working the low line. Now, I almost think that it would be better for the 46 if he would just commit to running that high line and see if he can't get a fender above the 70 car. You see the 70 really running that car up high. It's almost, it's going to be impossible unless there's just some mistake 70 car makes for that 46 car to be able to get by on the high side, even though he's going to give it a shot. Now here's the 46 car making another run at it. Little drag race down the straightaway, and the 46 might have enough to be able to pull off that pass. So the 46 of Brent Owen pulls off that pass and takes the lead here on lap 136. Can these guys go all the way? That's the question. So the 46 car, Brent Owen. Now Paul Brown is indicating that he might be a little bit short on fuel. Not hearing any word from Brent Owen right now. .33 of John Pfeiffer running in the third position. In fourth is the 20 of Greg Kirchmeier. Running in the fifth position is the 67, Henry Leacock. We're going to watch this pass for the fourth position. Greg Kirchmeier coming around here, and Henry Leacock coming off the pits. Drops behind. Greg Kirchmeier takes over that position. Can Henry run it down? Henry has got a little bit fresher tires. Will he be able to reel in that 20 car? Back up here with our race leader, Brent Owen. Again, you may expect these guys come into the pits here with just a few laps to go. Maybe try to top off a little fuel. I'm sure they're going to wait Wait. They do not want to see, definitely do not want to get a caution coming out when you're on pit lane at this point. This would be terrible. But nonetheless, they're going to probably have to come in, top off with fuel. Might not even take tires, just going to get a splash of fuel and get back out. So coming down to maybe a fuel mileage race here between the 46 and the 70. Now, if both of these guys have trouble, don't forget that John Pfeiffer and Greg Kirchmeier is 2 laps down, but John Pfeiffer just being 1 lap down might be in the ballpark for being able to pull off a race victory. Now we're going to jump on board with Brent Owen just to get an idea of where he's at in the handling of this car late in the run. And you see he's really patient. He is real patient with getting back into the throttle. You don't hear him really goosing that throttle at all. You just see real patient and just eggshell back into that throttle. So right now he's worked out to 2.3 seconds, and you may see Paul Brown might be in fuel savings mode. Can he save 4 laps? Can he save 3 laps? How many laps does he have left on that fuel? How many laps is he shy here on lap 142? So we have about 8.5 laps to go. So winding it down. Here on lap 143, currently following Paul Brown, and we're just asking the question: do these guys have to pit? Can they save enough fuel? I don't know. I frankly do not know. I'm thinking that the 46 car, he's being really quiet, and he might have to make a pit stop. The 133 car here is going to make this pass on Ivan Deschamps. Robert currently 4 laps down.
Yellow.
Oh, it looks like we have a caution flag. And the 70 was clutching this car and got that car around. Not sure what happened there, but maybe just forgot to get on the brakes, or maybe got on the brakes too hard, but whatever the reason. See, he did not hear anything. He gets back into the gas just at the wrong time. So again, let's jump on board here. Yeah, you hear him get back on the gas right in the wrong spot. Wrong for him. Gets that car around. Paul Brown pitting that car here on lap 146. Oh my gosh, and he's driving through the grass.
Pit road will be open this time for lap cars.
That was certainly an interesting view. Let's take a look at that. Paul Brown coming out of the pits here. Jump on board with it. Oh, and he takes the wrong... Oh man, we've all done that. He takes the wrong road. Gets that car back out on the track. We've all done that. Need to put up a bunch of cones there. So, 20 car is in third. Brent Owen is our race leader. not a green-white checker, but
Pit road will be open
it's
this
going to
time.
be a barn burner here toward the end. It looks like Brent Owen's going to restart in first, although we got guys all over the track here. Paul Brown, who's just ahead of him, is actually on the back end of the lead lap. John Pfeiffer is in second. A little bit of whooping there going on. That was take a look at Paul Brown. So he makes a pit stop here.
He wants to go this time, bud.
Looks like he might go one lap down.
Green flag, go, go, go!
All right, well, we're having a little bit of confusion there. It looked like the 67 car was getting some conflicting messages there, but right now, the 46 car, we're following him. Here's on lap 151. This is actually a green-white checker. Pop this baby up. Green-white checker. Whoa, let's get rid of that. Brent Owen here on the final lap. John Pfeiffer going to make a run out of here on the low side. So John Pfeiffer going to try to make this pass. Can he do it? So Brent Owen, is he going to stick to the high side? So down this backstretch. John Pfeiffer looking to try to make this pass. Now he's dropped back here about 0.2 of a second, and he really drives that car in hard. See if he can't pull off a pass, and I'm not sure he's going to be able to do it. The 46 of Brent Owen going to take the win here. So Brent Owen takes the race win here at New Hampshire. Do a little screenshot there. It takes some time. It takes a little bit, so we'll see if we can't get that Hooters Chevy little screenshot. Well, that's not bad. He kills the car, but hey, you know, he does a good job there with his burnout. So The 46 gets a big win in race number 2. I'm sure he's excited, man. That was a barn burner there toward the end, and a lot of drama playing out at the end. So, what a good run for the 46 car. All right, well, let's see if we can't get Brent Owen up here in the broadcast booth. So has a good win here at New Hampshire, tough track, and pretty good turnout tonight. So John Pfeiffer finishes in the 2nd position. Paul Brown comes away with a 3rd place finish. Greg Kirchmeier is 4th, and Henry Leacock finishes in the 5th position. So Brent Owen gets 2 in a row. All right, the 46 of Brent Owen and that Hooters Chevrolet gets a big win here at New Hampshire. Congratulations. Talk a little bit about racing there with the 70 car.
Thanks, Heath. Yeah, Paul was he was a really good driver tonight. He really had a good car. He was really doing well in the short runs when we had yellows and whatnot. He could really keep a lead on me, and I was just kind of keeping a steady pace out there. And these long 2 runs here towards the end of the race really kind of worked out for me.
Yeah, it looked like you were really trying to push that low line, and the 70 was holding the high line. So, did you kind of switch your strategy there toward the end of the race when you were able to do a restart, choosing the high line?
Yeah, that's exactly. I knew I could go in pretty deep running the high line, and I was pretty confident I could hold it up there. Boy, in those closing laps, it was a real nail biter there with John. He was really pushing hard into the turns, and he was really putting up a good fight. It was a good run. Yeah,
it looked like just sort of in desperation mode there on that last lap, but fortunately neither one of you got caught up in any sort of an incident. Hey, good. What's this? 2 wins in a row here for you.
Yeah, that's a good way to start out this chase. 2 wins in a row. It was a lot of fun racing with these guys. It was just we had quite a few yellows tonight, but they're towards after the halfway point. We got into some really good racing and had a really good race. And what better way to start off the chase?
Yeah, you got a sizable lead now here in the chase, and coming into Dover, another mile track. I kind of call the Dover International Speedway kind of a Bristol on steroids. So how do you think your package is there?
I do pretty well at Dover. It's bit me before. I mean, I think any driver It's bit them at least once. You know, you really are kind of in a bowl and you can't really see up ahead of you, so it's really easy to get caught up in other incidences and whatnot. But being right there at the top, feel really good. I mean, I'm into the second round, and you know, like I say, couldn't have a better start.
Well, you got with practices on Thursdays, tweak out a setup, and as always, I suspect that everybody's welcome to come out and give it a shot.
Yeah, that's true. Just Google search, Happy Hour Racing League. You'll find our website, all of the information on TeamSpeak, our TeamSpeak server. Come out, join us. It's a lot of fun racing here. A lot of good, clean, good drivers that you can race with. They'll run hard, but you kind of know that they'll give you, they know enough not to get into you, and that's what I enjoy about this league. And like I say, anybody's welcome. Appreciate you guys coming out. All the SESR guys, thank you for running with us. We had quite a few tonight, and it was good to see them.
Yep. Hey, thank you, and congratulations. Go enjoy some Hooters wings, and hopefully you'll leave a few up here in the booth for us.
Will do. I'll have them send some up to the booth. Thanks, Heath. Appreciate the broadcasts, and have a good night.
All right, you too. Congratulations.
Thanks.
All right, that is Brent Owen making a run here through the chase. He is currently first in the chase, and man, he has a pretty sizable lead with 2 wins under his belt, and feels pretty confident going into Dover next week. So Brent Owen in the 46 Hooters, able to come away with the race win here at New Hampshire. What a challenging track. Just a tire hog on that track, and Dover going to be nothing different in the sense of using up tires and really got to save your stuff. Hey, what we have coming up, I want to do a little plug here for Paul Brown. He came out here to run tonight, finished in the 3rd position. He's running a series over at StockCarSimRacing.com, the Next Level Racing Series. They were doing all speedways and super speedways, so it's going to be race number 2 in their Super 7 open setups. That's different. Also scripted weather, another unique feature of this series, Next Level Racing Series. Paul Brown, admin of that league, and come out and give them a look. That's tomorrow night, September the 26th. Coming up on Wednesday at StockCarSimRacing.com, 2017 Season D, race number 2 for the Iron Man Racing Series. There's a tire rule there. So Wednesday, September the 27th. Big Fields, race number 2 for their new season. That'll be right here on Turnleft TV. On Friday night, we'll be at Dover. StockCarSimRacing.com, the High Octane Racing League Bushwhackers Friday Night Series, Dover International Speedway. We'll get a taste of Dover here for these happy hour guys. 2 40-lap heat races followed by the 80-lap points race. That's coming up on Friday. Following that on Saturday, we'll be at Northside International Raceway, a little short track action for the Saturday Night Thunder. Fall 2017 race number 2 in their series. That's coming up on Saturday, 160-lap race at Northside. That's going to be a good one. So come out and join them. I want to say thank you very much for joining us this evening. Please make sure you subscribe to us on YouTube. Also, follow us on Twitter at Turnleft TV. You'll get the updates when races are uploaded. Any sort of news that we need to pass on, we'll pass that on through our Twitter account. So please make sure that you check out some of the old broadcasts there. I've even got the playlist created where you can get to my personal YouTube account, so you can get to all those races that I uploaded before I started moving over this way. I want to say thank you very much again for coming out and joining us tonight. This has been Turnleft TV. Brent Owen comes away with the win here at the Happy Hour Racing League's Chase number 2. Getting a little tongue-tied there. here in their race to the championship. Good win here at New Hampshire Motor Speedway. So thank you very much for joining us, and that should pretty much take us out. You guys have a good night.